Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the premium compact SUV world, but with a fascinating twist. We're looking at the established German benchmark, the BMW X3, and putting it up against a challenger you might not expect, the Toyota Crown Signia, a car that's playing a completely different game. Let's really dig into this quote, because this one idea is shaking up the entire car market right now. It's exactly why a Toyota can suddenly be a serious competitor to a BMW. And honestly, it's at the very heart of the story we're going to unpack today. All right, first up, let's talk about the reigning champ, the BMW X3. This vehicle didn't just show up in the compact luxury SUV segment. For almost a quarter century, it's the one that has defined it. I mean, just think about that for a second. It's the default choice for so many people. It's the best-selling European model in its class for a reason. It just nails that balance of being a blast to drive on a fun road, but also totally practical for hauling groceries and getting the kids to school. It really is the benchmark that everyone else aims for. So what's at the core of the X3? Well, it's all about the driver. Everything is engineered around the person sitting in that driver's seat. You get those classic BMW seats that are both comfy and supportive, and the whole car is tuned to feel responsive and connected. It's built for people who actually enjoy the act of driving, not just commuting from point A to point B. And here's the wild part. With just two main models, BMW manages to cover so much ground. You've got the practical daily driver on one end, and then you have a nearly 400 horsepower machine on the other. A lot of car makers pick one lane to stay in. BMW comes out and tries to own the entire highway. But things are changing, and as great as the X3 is, some cracks are starting to show in its armor. And a lot of it has to do with what that famous BMW badge really represents today. Let's be real. A huge part of the X3's appeal is that brand prestige. That little blue and white logo on the hood just makes it feel special, right? It elevates it above a mainstream SUV, even when the lists of features start looking pretty similar. But that prestige, it definitely comes with a price tag. And the sticker price is just the cover charge. You've got to factor in premium fuel, more expensive maintenance, and higher insurance rates. All of a sudden, that shiny badge can start to feel pretty heavy on your wallet. So that leads to a really important question. Is there another option out there that feels just as premium, but costs less and maybe focuses on different things? This is the exact question that has swung the door wide open for a new kind of competitor. One that isn't trying to out BMW a BMW, but is instead offering a totally different way to be premium. And boom, here it is, the Toyota Crown Signia. This car shows that market shift perfectly. It's not about being the fastest or having the most prestigious badge. It's about doubling down on what Toyota does best: amazing hybrid efficiency, comfort, and incredible long-term value, and then wrapping it all up in a really sharp upscale package. Okay, so let's really break this down. This isn't your typical head-to-head comparison. It's more like a clash of philosophies. Two totally different ideas about what a premium SUV should even be. You can see exactly what Toyota's doing here. Their strategy is crystal clear. It's all about making the car easy to live with for the long haul. That means a smooth and quiet ride, a predictable and simple ownership experience. These are the things that make Toyota owners come back again and again. It's their secret sauce. So here's the bottom line. It's this simple. One car is built for the person who loves the act of driving, who wants to feel engaged and connected to the road. The other is for the person who wants the journey to be serene, dependable, and frankly, a lot easier on the bank account. Okay, but talk is cheap, right? How do these different approaches actually stack up when you look at the real-world numbers? Let's get to the tail of the tape. All right, let's start with the big one, the silent killer of car ownership: depreciation. Over just 5 years, the BMW X3 is expected to lose almost $33,000 in value. Ouch, that's a big number. Now, get ready for this. The Toyota? It's projected to lose just over $14,000. That's less than half. The difference in how much value these cars hold is absolutely staggering. And this table right here, well, it tells the whole financial story. The Crown Signia starts out thousands cheaper, it costs way less to fill up every year, and as we're about to see, it's a whole lot cheaper to maintain. When you put all of that together with the depreciation we just saw, the Toyota has a massive long-term financial advantage. It's not even close. And check this out. This bar chart makes the maintenance gap so obvious. The cost to keep the BMW running over 5 years is estimated to be nearly 3 times higher than the Toyota. For anyone thinking about owning one of these cars, that is a huge deal. Now, of course, there's a trade-off here. Is the base X3 quicker off the line? Yep, absolutely. No argument there. But then you look at the other side of the coin. The Crown Signia gets a massive 38 miles per gallon combined versus just 29 for the BMW. And it can go over 50 more miles on a single tank of gas. That's a lot of gas stations you get to just drive right past. So, where does all this leave us? Well, after looking at all the data, it's pretty obvious there's no single winner here. It really all comes down to what you value most in a car. This whole comparison really makes you ask yourself a tough question. In your actual daily life, sitting in traffic, running errands, picking up the kids, how often are you really using that extra horsepower or that sporty handling? And is it worth the significant extra cost, both when you buy it and for years after? So this is really the key takeaway. Are you buying a car for the thrill of the drive, the performance, and yeah, the prestige that comes with that badge? Then the BMW X3 is absolutely your benchmark. But if you're buying for long-term peace of mind, for a quiet and efficient commute, and for keeping more of your money in your pocket, then the Crown Signia makes an incredibly compelling case. It's almost impossible to ignore. And that's the provocative thought we want to leave you with. As mainstream brands like Toyota start delivering truly premium experiences, is that traditional luxury badge still worth the huge price tag? The answer to that question is probably going to define the entire premium car market for the next decade.